Happy Friday. We are looking at Colossians 1. Its big idea is that good theology pushes back bad. That's what Paul is doing. He's focusing on Jesus, who is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn over all creation. So it's that second phrase I want to focus on today, the firstborn over all creation. Now you have to pay attention here or you will make a big mistake. The NIV translation team sort of helps a little bit by stating that he is the firstborn over creation, not that he is the firstborn of creation, but that's probably not enough for you to understand what's being said. So there's a sense in which firstborn means you're born first. That's not this. We have three boys, and there was a time when our oldest, Austin, would claim, hey, I'm the firstborn. And he was using it very much in the sense, I was born first, and he was implying that there were certain perks and privileges that should go with that. That was bad enough. Had he used it in the biblical sense, which meant I'm superior, I'm the one to be exalted, then that would have been even more of a pushing and fighting match than it generally turned out to be. In biblical times, the term firstborn does not mean the first one born. It means the one that is exalted. In Exodus 4:22, God says that Israel is my firstborn. Okay? Except no, Israel is the name that was given to Jacob after the whole wrestling with God thing. But Jacob was a twin. Esau was the one that was born first. Right? So the point that God is making is I am choosing to elevate and exalt and to focus on Israel, even though he wasn't the firstborn. Psalm 89:27, we got a similar thing. God says to David, who was not his firstborn son, he says, I will make him my firstborn. Okay, so David famously is like the last kid born in that family. So sometimes the term firstborn means born first. Other times it means one who is exalted. And that's the sense in which Paul is using it here. So Paul is not suggesting that Christ was born before everyone else. He's suggesting that he is exalted above everyone else. And this is a big deal. If you have been tracking with the history series that I did, you know that the first council, the Council of Nicaea, held after Constantine becomes the emperor, the first council is focused on this idea that Jesus Christ is equal to God the Father. And one of the things that was stated was that there was never a time before which Jesus was existed. So someone to say Jesus was born first and he's better than everybody else, but there was a day where it was just God the Father and no Jesus. Jesus is not eternal. And that's what the big fight was over, because the claim that we desperately need is that, yes, Jesus was born as a person, but he pre-existed his birth as God. And then he humbles himself and becomes one of us. While remaining fully God, he becomes fully man. The whole reason for the virgin conception is because Jesus already existed beforehand. And it is God without any original sin, without any imperfection, that is entering the human race to be our representative in life and in death. So when you think about Jesus, your thoughts need to go high. This is the whole show. Jesus is fully God. He has existed from eternity past. Everything that was created, everything that was created through Christ. So he was not created. He has always existed. Firstborn of creation. Have a good weekend.